Buisu zorabai shana kasaro khum motong giyak shawi jeng chini bishikatal buisu no lamsuko. You are seeing the holy shrine of Bangalore Garia Mando chini Bangalore hastini Baba Garia Gwnang ni madonok jeng 7 bosor rongui orjago motai khailai tongmani mangphli ni roktong nugui tongo. Baksa Saimeyana, I belong from the lineage of Kharbai, the priest who can also be a Kherpang, who can also be Ochai. Kharbai and Nokte were 2 brothers who were the ancestors of Tokchakpa Kherpang. Tokchak Kherpang, when he left for Mizoram, Sikkim, Kolasip, when he went to Kuchukha and Gwnang Garia was there for 101 years. During the reign of Maharaja Krishna Manikya Bahadur Debarman and under the leadership of Sonakhari Jamatia and Phaguna Jamatia, the great warrior commander Purburam Narayan Jamadar and Baldeng Ram Narayan Jamadar, they were historical figures. They brought back this particular deity, Gwnang Garia. Gwnang means the one who has hands. As you can see, there are 3 hands made out of bamboo structure in the image of Gwnang Garia. The rituals are very ancient and rituals are passed down ancestral wise. My grandfather also do and was an Ochai before he went to heaven under the feet of divine lotus feet of Baba Garia. My great-grandfather was also Ochai and his whole ancestries were Garia Ochai. It was hereditary and it was my duty and my task to inherit and to succeed this position, because from this particular family, the Jamatia Hoda choose who is going to be the next successor or the Kherpang of Gwnang Garia. We do the ritual for prosperity, sanctity. We do the ritual not because we seek something to Garia. Garia came from the root word Goraya. That means detach. Jata kebabai gorang modoke tongya, kerenggai tongya. Why? Because he is the creator of universe. He is the messenger of love, truth and purity. Garia taught us Care Kathar Kabai means there is something which is beyond wealth, which is something beyond wisdom that we cannot comprehend. That what Garia tells. And our main task as Ochai is to spread the teaching of this Garia Dharma. We call it Care Kathar Kabai. Om Garia. Chini Shri Shiti Shimine Kharbai Bay Nokte. When he was being brought back to Tripura, then the lineage of Kharbai became to be the lineage which you can see today. I am the last existing person who have inherited this lineage, and we can proudly say that our family still exists and we proudly continue the legacy of Garia. Jinis hamung baba ni riti-niti dharma no naragani kaisaya. Baba ni koktuma, baba ni samang, baba ni je maya lila no busogani busironani te baba ni je samungo nangmani raida no naragai bozai pono kaha ke tongwani bobu kaisa. Jini hoda ni riti-ni moti winya phung aichuk. In the early morning, we do the ritual of Lampra. Lampra is done by the ordained priest. A Garia Ochai can also perform Lampra. That's what we do here. The main thing requires is devotion and belief. There are 4 deities in Lampra, but the main deity is Sri Akatha and Sri Pikatha. They are known as God of purity. We seek the witness from sun, moon, Ganga and Chandi, and we forecast what's going to happen next. Lampra is equivalent to the water of Ganga, because Tiprasa people spiritually cannot go to Ganga river, So they worship Lampra every month, and it is mandatory to perform Lampra Puja or Lampra Mutai or Lampra Wathop by the tribe of Tripura before performing any sacred ritual, for example, Buisu or Garia Mutai. This is the altar in my real resident home in Killa. My grandfather also worship here, my great-grandfathers and my whole ancestors worship here. When they became priests, they went to the place of Kherpang in their specific villages. But we do puja and we perform offerings every day. Shema naimani sing hoite, thikna naimani, don krino don ramanai, mai krino mai ramanai, sayano saro ramanai, baba goria pia Gwnang no sung. Tabok suzura tui chini nu khungo tui bari chung ma tonggo. Baba no sung tabok to tui mania. Agi nishimina an susu trok yong bura trok no tui bari payment nung poi payu. Ke o raida no sung tini bernoko. In evening, I went to the place of Hari Buisu. This is the Kherpang place in Pitra, Pavitra Rambari, Udaipur, Killa, Gomoti, Tripura, the holy Shri Kshetra of Gwnang, Garia. This is where on Mahabuishu, Baba Garia Gwnang is going to stand and see his devotees who have came to offer prayers and seek blessing from the divine manifestation of Kailashpati Mahadev of Shubrai Raja Matai Katar. We circumambulate it, and I do the same as following the sacred rituals of Jamatia Hoda. The red color cover is known as Bangchai, which is installed by Kherpang himself. And this is the inside view of the house of Kherpang, the original place where the Simhasan or the sacred throne, which shows the Tamasic and Tantric meaning of Lord Garia, because Gwnang is the follower of Shaiva tradition or the Shaiva. So we can see Devi in the form of red cloth covered skull and golden seat. By love, people and devotees we call a Songtong or Songkirtan Bodol, or people who do music. They continue whole night without having food and fasting in the name of Garia. This is the sacred Bangchai. Everything is done according to proper measurement. The flowers denote the feminist energy, the Devis or the goddess in Tripura mythology, and the bamboos used is specifically wathai, and cane is used here. This is very sacred because everything is carved out of devotion and purity and discipline. This has to be complete one day before the sacred day of cleansing and purification ceremony, which is taken place in the next early morning of Hari Buisu. This is the guiding been made by Jamatia Hoda Student Association. The guiding recalls the traditional hut and the traditional history of Tiprasa people or Tipra people. Every year Garia festival is done, and this is how Garia Mela looks the next day. Tripura is flora and faunically a beautiful place unexplored in Northeast India. There are many things that we can explore in Tripura that we don't know. When I went back from the place of Kherpang to stay for one night in my friend's place, I encountered the beauty of Killa. This is my village. Killa is known for its beauty that travelers and foreigners haven't known much. Hilly mountain, hilly terrains, everything is beautiful. As you can see, elderly priests, the women or the Kherpanjuk or Chaichuks and all are making beautiful garlands out of their flowers that they have collected. The bangchai is been laid with cow dung, and it is quiet, scenery, and beauty. Everything is quiet and everything waits for the beginning of this major festival of Garia Puja. Jamatia Hoda took it seriously. Bangchai is so beautiful, and it is very interesting to learn how bangchai is been made. I went inside to the place of Kerpang, we call it Kerpang Nok, and I offer the ritual prayer to Baba Garia Gwnang. I offer incense, candle, supposed to be diya, but we need to cater the practice. Anyways, I pray for the well-being of Tiprasa people. Everyone stay in peace. Everyone love each other. May we gather the kindness in our heart, and may we stop hating people, and we go on the path of Garia Dharma, on the path of Ker Katharkabay, on the path of where we understand how Garia taught us to preserve our culture and tradition, to preserve our history, to preserve its legacy. That's why I came after 7 years. I have this first visit in my adulthood that I could able to get the darshan of Baba Garia. Now we are going to listen to sacred Kham Garia. Without it, Garia Puja is like nothing. Everything is based on music. Here we can see the sacred ritual of Uyar Sakani Mataimane Karimani. In Kaukurok we say, Uyar is the upper room which is made, as you can see, the upper room made of bamboo in the rooftop of the house of Kerpang. Now the Kerpang, my brother, Borom Gwnang, Sri Durjoy Singh Jamatia is circumambulating to take out the stairs of Uyar. This is called Uyar. Uyar is where whole year the sacred mirror, the sacred image, the golden hat of Matai Makhang, and the rest of sacred articles will be kept inside, locked. Legend says, apart from the 7 days of Buisu Horsani, we cannot play drums, we cannot use any sacred items. That's we keep it in the top, because Garia resides in the topmost head of the person. It resides in our brain, in wisdom, in a form of beauty. That's why we keep it in the top of everything. So it's an age-old tradition. We put everything in the top. Now you can see Bandari, or assistant of Baba Garia Gwnang Kerpang, is taking out the sacred stairs. We call it Yakle Engshini. Yakli means stairs, Engshini means seven um, steps. This interestingly recalls the story of Radha Krishna, Krishna Chirharan. Krishna is known as Achujuangkhang, and when the mantras are as such that the story of uh, Shri Krishna, when he steal the clothes of gopis from Yamuna river, is being recited, which is very interesting how intricately Jamatia tradition and Garia Kherpang tradition is amalgamated with the tradition of Sanatan Dharma, which is very, very interesting. As you can see, the Kherpang first is offering prayers, chanting secret tantric mantras which we cannot listen. Only the successor Ochais, only the ordained Ochais like me, we could able to listen. Rest public cannot listen it. After all dignitaries sprinkle sacred water, then the Ochai take out Daing. Daing or the great sword is the manifestation of Devi Kalika, Devi Chandi. This is what it denotes Devi Hakcharma. Then come Baba Garia Gwnang, the sacred japa or the box under which for whole 1 year Baba Garia's sacred face will be kept inside, stored and preserved. Only in the day of Buisu, from these sacred rituals, the sacred face of Baba Garia is being brought down and it will be worshipped as in the great structure that you can see and that you will see in next episode. Then Hodakara brought down the sacred Raidang, cane stick, because elderly people need stick to walk. And Baba Garia is the eldest of all Mutais. Everything will be circumambulated and kept in the courtyard of Kherpang. All the articles will be brought down and that will be taken to the temporary sacred bamboo house called Chukchala in the farm just near the house of Kherpang. Everyone participate on it and this is very beautiful because all relatives, everyone, we got to see Jung the Shinia Takubukuk Sanasung Shinipe Jung Baba ni Raida no Baba ni Raida kabang matong Kora bisungo Baba ni Raida ka Boni zamane kanay no katar kaimani Jung joto osai kama Je Baba ni swari ro Matai balnai Kormi bodol Baba ni je tang phang tong nai ro Doria khang gereng gereng khayui Baba ni rang chak ni japano Matai balai hori Ochai okra daing no balai Jung chini chukcha lo thangani bangai lam ro laya Kaisa sajang mani tongo ochai bongsoni borok kena raidang bai daing matui haini banginya ani kaisa karon tongo tanhi ang apro daing tika daing tuyui ang makhakakha ama chondi ani sago bihar khaimani hai kalaikha daing tei baba nonugui ama bai baba hamjak laimani ama bai baba ni maya lila khela no busiwi nawani or jaga wanu sung nugui mana Yathio juta kare, barefoot we walk to the place of Chukchal. Then we will circumambulate the Chukchal, the temporary sacred house, and we will go to the flowing river of Pitra, and we will wash each and every sacred items. This ritual is done and called as Matai Mane Sumani Raita. This is one of the traditional ritual only and only done by the tribe of Jamatia. Jamatia are traditionally followers of Baba Garia, and we put and preserve the legacy of Baba Garia, age old. Chini bong so kusung kusung Baba no tui thangai Baba no tui ne chung matai chalang kha chung ba haikin Baba no tabo suzorati tui bari tongu amo nang kha Garia dharma. Ang amani daing no tui wa thangai kom thai khole ama no pela daing no chung tui tuku ro bai với Baba ni rang chắc ni japa rang chắc ni makhang no matai balai song kari mani no cười belai khe bakha odila sawe makti riyo gi ma phai Baba yoi Baba bisiwo waisa no seng ringai nang chini buskango phai mani nini rang chắc ni goro non seng nai mani bangai busuk siseng nai singi matong he mayani nok phang he mutai kotor nang nini yakung ya phang sujagai thangma haike nini nasa zala rokni asni dondo dosa apod bipod haya saya angai tongmarok no sujagai thani hinai chung osai ni kom thai khole Baba no seng makhang sulaya. As you can see, this is the sacred ritual of Mutai Kotor Baba Garia Biagana. The sacred golden head of Baba Garia is seen, very visible. Actually, the head of Baba Garia, the front face, is been donated by Jamindar Gahananda Jamatia from Sampari Haduk village from Tela Murad. This is when Gahananda Jamatia, being paralyzed, cannot walk, when he made a mannat that if after he got cured, then he will donate anything possible for Baba Garia, and it does. And then he donated the golden head that we can see the face. Legend says that Baba Garia came in actual form to Gahananda Jamatia and ordered him to carve out the sacred face of Mutai Garia. The Byakri Garia's face is being carved by his son Chandrabhakta Jamatia. Gahananda Jamatia and Chandrabhakta Jamatia's legacy is still here. But in 1980s riot, during the time of NLFT, the Christian missionaries and the people, the miscreants, have threatened, and Bengalis have burned down the house of Kherpang. And you can see the broken original Dabon, the backside. This is the original Dabon, is been stole, which is supposed to be ordered in the Museum of London but haven't reached, and miraculously come back in the police station. Later, the face of Baba Garia is been carved and been donated by government of Tripura under the reign of Dasharath, under by Nipan Chakravarti. As you can see, we took the sacred hat and sacred items which is required to be used before and which is to be taken by in the form of Mutai Bangsogatobamani Raita. Everything will be placed accordingly as per chronology, and this is how all the priests coordinate and work together in this sacred ritual of Baba Garia. Jotto baba goriane kormosari rok baksa baksa khai matai manai no yaphawe robo bangsai yaphango salsa ni bangai baba goria matai kotor o bangsayo no thuwei khana ni mahabuju salong khen basanai amoto kaisa ni video ang korta koto tamani ke agi srai pang sibin jeng baba ni kham sumiro tawi the sawi mapayu from the very childhood I am very fond of culture and tradition. So I learned it from my grandfather, I learned it from my um, elders from whom I saw them playing drums. So I can play drum, cymbal, conch, anything, any music instrument used in the culture of Garia. So we have less people that time, so I was playing two instruments at the same cymbal and drum. It is very beautiful, right? It's very beautiful, and the voice is very sacred. Now we will see the ritual of Mutaiwa Tamani, done by Watarai Ochai, the ritual being performed, and later Karmacharis strike 3 blows and Wathi bamboo is being cut down. This Wathi bamboo will be used for making the structure the holy sacred body of Baba Garia. This is the ritual of choosing the body of Baba Garia. The Matai Balnai need to identify the sacred bamboo. If cannot, then a bottle of liquor is being then entertained by Matai Balnai to the Watarai Ochai or the Ochai who have cut the Wathai bamboo from forests. Very age-old tradition. You can see intricate designs which recall the age-old tradition. It says the designs are being made by Sikam priest, Kharbai and Nokte. This ritual is almost 450 plus years. Beyond that, it's very old. And it is kept, the structure of Baba Gauri, as you can see, is kept for a while. Then Mutai Balai and all the priests, with the sound of kham, dai, chuk dai, and the sound of cymbal, raise the sacred image of Mutai Kotor, Baba Goria, Biagana. This is the sacred structure of Mutai Kotor Baba Goria, Biagnang. It will be circumambulated along with the drum, cymbals, and the devotees and dignitaries of Jamatia Hoda will circumambulate the sacred Simhasan, the Bangchai, the Vedi, where Baba Garia will stand on the early morning of Mahabishu. I also took part on this ritual as this is family ritual. This taken place in my family and we do it traditionally. From my childhood, I have been participating on this ritual. So I know each and every step what is been taken place in the rituals and culture of Korea, having the first-hand experience how it is done. After the circumambulation, Baba Goria will be taken to the place of Chukchal. This is the night of Haribishu, which where the dignitaries come and see the cultural festival took place, dance took place, especially the Jamatia Goria dances. You can see how Jamatias worship Baba Goria and do the traditional Goria dance or Goria Musamang. This dance is also very ancient and I love it. This is done by the juniors and my students from Goria Academy model, and I am proud of them because they could able to preserve the culture and tradition as it is. In my time, when I was an ex-student of Korea Academy, we were the first students to perform this traditional dance. Now they have continued almost 4 generations of this dance, and I can proudly say that these are my juniors who are performing the same dance as how it used to be when we were in high school. It reminds me of my high school days, and I can still recall how I used to go in my high school time and I participate just like how these young children and young teenagers are performing this sacred dance of Papa Korea. Then it was surprising I was being invited as for fashion show as being the semi-finalist of Mr. Miss India Asia 2026. I was called to be model and to be part of this fashion show taken place in the sacred night of Buisu. I took the attire of Riang, and this is very interesting because this is my first time doing fashion show in the state of Tripura in my hometown, and people love it. And I learn and I know how to pose, so I also did my work and my job done. It is very memorable, and I will remember the day of Haribushu. Haribushu Day is one of the main event where we celebrate festival, where we cleanse our house, where we carve the sacred structure of Baba Korea, and we remember how this age-old tradition took place from our forefathers till today. Jotana Kulumka, Joy Baba Korea.